Hello everybody. Well, here they are. I think this is what we've all been waiting for. That's our stainless cylinders. This is a prototype. It's an old one. The production line will have a shorter set screw. Button, I'll show you kind of what they look like later down here, which will have a little more material. Not that it's needed. This stainless is tough enough. It's just, I've torqued down on that thing and it's pretty good. And there may be one up here if you go for the hydraulic kit. Now this is my second video because I had my arm in the way. Oh, let me get this out of the way. 26 bucks a pair. Now that's a steel. Stainless steel and steel rod, literally. I don't know how you can go wrong. All right, I'm gonna let this one work real quick before I put the other one on. Yep. 2 springs inside. And that was one of the things we were working on. He finally found a taller set of springs that work perfectly in here. These don't have that, but they work just about the same. So what you're going to get if it isn't working better, it will certainly work the same. But no, he's ironed out a couple things. We've gone over several issues we found with them, and we've got this pretty well ironed out. This guy's got it down really good. All right, I got this in case I need it. Cover my mast. This came off relatively easy. The other side was a little tougher. Squeeze it. Yeah, this side came off easy again. But that's how easy it really was. It didn't take much. Just take your time and say goodbye to them. Now painting, I'll paint them. So far the only thing we have found is he found some Liber yellow. I might be able to get a can of that sent to me. I can't find it here yet. I only have generic colors. I do not have factory colors. If you want them painted a generic red, I'll do that, or white or black or flat black like a lot of these models are. I'll do that for you. It'll cost you a little extra. We're not in this for the money. We're mostly material on most of this stuff. I think the redesign of the hydraulic thing is going to be cheaper and look cooler. The first design was a bunch of soldering, a bunch of small parts, a lot of time. We scrapped that idea because it's just gonna cost too much for what you were getting. I'll even assemble the hydraulic kit. I'll send these things plug and play, painted with either a Liber color or a generic red or whatever I can find. Or I'll do it in parts. You buy them like this anyway. You want them like that, I'll send them like that. Otherwise, a little extra will cost a little bit. All right, here comes the fun part. Let me move this back a little bit because I want you to see the... Actually, let me show you something. My car body rocks a lot. It doesn't now because I got all these supporting it. I found that if the body has any play in it, when you loosen one of these, and it pulls its tension, and you tighten it, and then you do the other one, it'll pull it a little bit more because the body rocks so bad. Support the body and then do this. Otherwise, you may have a little bit of trouble getting them just right. All right, you can see there's plenty of slack here. See that? Pull that up like that. Look at that. Bam! Now I'm just going to straighten this. It doesn't take much. You can torque them down pretty good though. That stainless is tough. Look at that. Bam, baby. Straighten it out. And you can see there's pretty good, pretty even tension on them already. Now comes this part down here. Now you take this out. You see how my car body rocks. I'll give you a shot. There you go. That much. Now at this point, all you do is pull your mask back up. And if you pull your mask down before you start, you'll be back where you started when you do this. And once it grabs a hold of that, bam, you're there. Now I'm going to show you something that I've had a problem with. See how I picked that up solid? Never did that before. All right. Camera's running out of power. All right. Let me go over the... Now you see how good that looks. Let me finish this up real quick. I'm going to leave mine like that and put the hose kit on it because I like them looking like that. The stainless looks really good. And you can see we got good tension here. Good tension here. And anytime you put a little bit of weight, they work really good. Way better than they used to. I always had a problem. There's my email. That's where you'll put your order in and let me know how you want it done. Whether you want it painted or anything else. This is a rough shot of the hydraulic line setup. That's the button. And it's really just a guide and support for the hose. But we'll put one at the bottom just the same as a support. It should look pretty good. Plus it'll give the cylinder more threading. Now, our plan was only to give a few inches here of hose, and it would come into here. And this is where we're going to leave it up to the person's particular taste. If you want hose running all the way down, I charge by the foot. And that's 30 inches times 4. Now, my opinion, I don't think they do hose all the way down these. They just do hose like that at the lower part of the boom. I think these are all in metal tubing and then connected with a little flexible hose at all these connections when they put the crane together. So I'm going to use this on mine. I got this. I straightened out a little bit. It's been messed around with and it's not so straight now, but it straightens out. I'm going to run this underneath the boom here like this. And I'm going to make a little bracket to put on here. And I'm going to glue them underneath here on this last straight bracket here and this first straight bracket here on the underside. and then connect my two sets of wires with a piece of hose here. So it looks like the real thing. Now down at the bottom, this is the last boom connection where this wire comes here. It'll be all tubing all the way down, and then I'm going to stuff them down in there. That's the way I'm going to do mine. Two of them like this on this side, two of them on this side, on the inside of the boom. And I'll make a little, probably cut a piece of this, and then just glue these together, you know, with a little separation in them, get them straight, and then glue them together, and then glue them to the boom. And they'll look like a couple of steel hydraulic tubing connected to a flexible hose at the connection of the boom. So if you want this stuff, this was really cheap. That whole thing was really cheap. I'll give you this stuff. I'll roll up enough to do all four of them all the way down the mast, and you'll get enough of the hose coming out of the top here to connect all these. I'll give you enough. I'll have it all worked out. You just tell me what you want. You want to do all this yourself? That's fine with me, or I can supply some. If you have any suggestions or recommendations, by all means, let me know. I'll see what I can get a hold of. I'll try to make these plug and play for you if that's what you want. I'll paint them. I'll put the hydraulic hose kit on them and send them to you. All you got to do is exchange them. And then run whatever you want to do down that mast. If you want enough tubing to do that, it will come rolled up with them. So there's my email. jmarcos1414@gmail.com. Hit me up there. I'll take your order. I don't know when the production is going to come out. He is starting it now. So I'm going to say a couple of weeks I should have these. By then I should have I might have a set of the hydraulics, what they're going to look like. I might have that done by then. And I'll shoot a video of them. And if you want them, let me know and I'll ship them to you. All right, guys. One more shot of them. They just look so cool. They work so cool. I love them. I love them. Like I said, my balustrade has never come off the ground and solidly like that before. It always lifted one side up about 1/4 inch or more. Again, my email. Call me with any questions, or contact me rather with any questions, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Thanks a lot, guys.